Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are going to do a general read to see what your energy is. Please do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you rock with me and got my six, mean to have my back because I have yours. Somebody is going through some type of anxiety. The way this read is going to go is we're going to discuss the topic, which is the Nine of Swords, anxiety, energy, or sleepless nights. We're going to discuss the journey, the lesson, understand the lesson and the journey. Remember, no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. This person, place, thing, situation is here to teach you a lesson. What are we going to understand about this lesson that's here? At the end of the read or towards the end of the read, we're going to pull from the four agreements, which helps you to learn to be impeccable with your words, not to make assumptions. Don't take anything personal because know at the end of the day that you've done your best. And so the anxiety is coming, and we're going to go ahead and pull some more information or pull some more energy to see. There's tower moments, and there's somebody that has to take a risk when it comes to ending a situation. And so there has been sleepless nights. Not everything will be the way that you want it to be. Once you walk away, it'll still cause you to overthink. Eight of Pentacles, excuse me, Eight of Swords energy. But the Six of Swords is walking away from the things that no longer serve you. There's a lot of air energy on the board, but it also comes with you limiting and securing the way you do things because of this ending. So when it comes to an ending that happens, the death energy says embrace change and let go of what no longer serves you. Hold on, a card fell. Yeah, your energy. Embrace change and let go of what no longer serves you. Death is not the end, it's a transformation that brings new beginnings. So this could be a new beginning when it comes to you planting a seed because you've been empathetic and you sacrificed for this situation, this cause, and now here it is. It's a time for you to reflect when it comes to where you are now, because again, the conflict that's there, and also, yeah, the power, the stability, and the energy that you have when it comes to you making decisions that, yeah, look at that. When it comes to your happiness and the new opportunities, you're unsure about it. And then it also is that you've reached a plateau and you're disconnected. But there is some type of communication. Oh, I didn't even see this. Yeah, look at that. The Nine of Pentacles. So you don't feel like you will have your rewards or be happy when it comes to this energy. So the Nine of Pentacles is being is gratitude and luxury, but also the Ten of Pentacles is wealth and establishment. So you feel like there is some type of way when it comes to the Page of Cups energy being here, the creative energies or the synchronicities that's happening to where you feel like you had no other choice but to let go of the things that no longer serve you. We have the death, we have the tower, we have the walking away. We have, because you reached a plateau, there was conflict, and now there's communication. So remember, death is not always, embrace change and let go of what no longer serves you. Death is not the end, but it's a transformation that brings new beginnings. So the new beginnings only come with you making decisions that because of the anxiety that things are causing you. And know at the end of the day, you planted the seed. Could be 7 years, could be 9, close to 9, could be almost at 10. So I feel like with this being unsure, you're not sure how this energy is. And so in the 7th year, you planted the seed to see if things would change. And it doesn't look like that's happened because there's some type of insecurities here. And also, when it comes to you following your heart, always follow your heart. It'll never lead you astray because it knows things the mind can't explain. That's because the Queen of Pentacles is here. And the Queen of Pentacles, the analogy says a loving family is one of the greatest blessings in life. Protect and care for them no matter what. That no matter what. JDS Tarot says, and send strength and healing to him. But JDS Tarot says that no matter what, when it comes to the Queen of Pentacles, she can be toxic to herself. She can have the power and the authority to know what it is that she needs and be able to lead and to have the finances here. So we have the King and the Queen here. But hold on one second. Anyway, so what I was basically saying is that, when it comes to these doubts here, you had to understand it was so much negativity when it came to how you felt. Each one of these things are showing your head held down. So whether you're the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles, you're reflecting on how you give, but you realize the risks that aren't being taken when it comes to the sacrifices that you make. And even when it comes to this Emperor or energy that, again, You have to follow your heart. Always follow your heart. It'll never lead you astray because it knows things the mind can't explain. Let's pull from the, let's see. I guess we'll pull from this one because these are all, I put my cards, I try to straighten my stuff up, and there you have it. So anyway, this is the Zodiac 108, and I am going to pull and see what energy comes out. But I just feel like the anxiety, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out. You know, it doesn't work out. So the hammock and the convertible, many options, free will, adjacent possibilities, choices, flexible, adaptable, potential. See, we see the potential in everyone in every situation. And when it comes to the kerosene, yeah, it's something that, yeah, Dear John, the Dear John letter, rejection, cold hard truth, breaking up, setting boundaries, yeah, divorce, strange situations. It's not for you. It's not you, it's me. The end, the final word, cutting cords, and something is not working. Everything isn't going to work out, especially when you realize that you've done your best. Let's listen to the hammock. This is card of Gemini. These are Gemini's cards. Hammock, rest, relaxation, time off, pause, suspend, sleep, supported, meditate, inactive, recovery, find relief, vacation, waiting, suspended between two things, in limbo, and self-actualization. That's where you are. And the convertible says many options, free will, adjacent possibilities, choices, flexible, adaptable, potential, change, freedom, enjoyment, two-faced, going with the wind, alternatives and preferences. So this person always feels like they keep you suspended, and they always feel like there's other alternatives, and they're kind of two-faced Gemini energy, right? The kerosene is here, aggressive, accelerant, ignite, determine, fuel, encourage, sustain, powerful, stimulate, volatile situation, provoke, watch out, unpredictable, combustible, propel, and hot. This person makes you want to explode every time you deal with them. So you're sending over a letter saying, you know what, I can't do this. You know, I can't do this. And so therefore, this is when you get to a situation to where there's blinders. This is either you are for 7 years, 4 to 7 years, you know, you turn around and, you know, it's like, you know, that this is, you know, you have clarity on the situation. You know that you have tunnel vision when it comes to what's really going on. You know that you're resisting the energy because of the clarity. You know that it's a narrow focus, an echo chamber, denial, oblivious, out of touch, hyper focus, and concentration. You know these types of energies are when you know, turn a blind eye, and you know how you feel deep inside. And sometimes you know that, you know, it's a fork in the road, that you have to change the direction. And that's just how it goes. And it's hurtful, but sometimes that happens. But remember, the death energy says, embrace change and let go of what no longer serves you. Death is not the end. It's a transformation that brings new beginnings. So you might be willing to budge if there is a new beginning. And so therefore, you know, when it comes to how you feel, the multiple choices of a person, or the moment of truth, the crisis, the possibilities, the turning point, or a change in circumstances, you might be willing to say maybe, maybe not. But it has to be time off, and this person has to be willing to take a risk and do the work, and not always sit up on their throne without doing something different. You know what I mean? Because it becomes spilled milk. You regret certain things. Accidents happens. Don't sweat the small stuff. Mistakes, leave it in the past. You have to either let it go if you move forward with the situation. You know, you have to let it go. And you also have to just say, if I want something new in this energy, if it shows me a little bit of change, then I can probably work with it. But if it's still on that side to where, you know, it's like, I feel like I'm in limbo, or, you know, I'm still waiting, or, you know, I'm still holding on, or stagnant, or you feel like, you know, you being two-faced towards yourself, or that this person is making you go with the wind because of they have several possibilities. That's where the fork in the road comes in at. And like I always tell my kids, you can be a sponge to a lot of knowledge, but there's certain information that you can become a sponge to. And if you soak up milk, it'll start to stink. You know, and so it's some shit that you just cannot tolerate or deal with. So again, you have to make sure that when you are deciding to move forward, you either got to let it go, and send strength and healing, period, and say, this is why, because I'm setting boundaries. and this is my, me cutting cords with you, and something's not working in this dynamic, and that's you either communicating because you've reached this plateau. The Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. This is limited and secure in the way you do things, and this is reaching a plateau because you don't want to do this in real life, right? And the Death energy comes with communication because you are tired of planting the seeds or waiting on the seeds to grow. Does that make sense? So everything is not going to be a horse and chariot or things riding on the way that it'll end up in a happy ending. It's not going to be that way unless time has passed and you see there's differences. And I say that to say to you, like with J-Lo and Ben Affleck, they left each other and they went back together. Could be fake, could be not. It might not be. And you thought that her and Alex Rodriguez was the perfect couple, but here it is. She probably did that to get between. Yeah, you got to manifest your own thing. She probably did that to get away from her kid's father. Youthfulness. Yeah, you got to find your sex. I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah, because you want generational wealth. You want to be able to manifest your dream home, boss status, dream car, dream manifestation, not materialistic wise, but you want to take your youth back because you lost years that you'll never be able to get back. 7 years is a long time, and so is 9 and 10. It's a long time to be dealing with somebody, and then you have to go back in the dating pool, and you feel like you don't fit in because, again, savings and investments, medical, college, house, vacation, retirement, future investments, because you're paying for your kids' college fund, if that makes sense. I'm just saying. So I just feel like that's the energy that you were in when it comes to this situation. I'll pull from the messengers of the heart to see what comes out. But I just feel like, again, you have to know what your limits are. Telepathy and broken. They feel broken inside and don't feel stable enough to trust themselves with your heart at this time. Be patient. So you have to realize that sometimes patience come if that's what you want. You have to be patient. But plotting. They're stepping up their game to get your attention because they know you have plenty of other options. And so that could be what's happening when you decide to walk away and end this several times. Boundaries, yeah. They love that you set strong boundaries for yourself and walking away from those who don't respect them, including them. And so now things are starting to turn. Your rejection brought in a new perspective of how to do things. And so you just had to trust in the universe. Insatiable. They have an insatiable thirst. A thirst that no one else but you can satisfy, craving for you more and more. So again, the effect that you have on this person, but the telepathy. I always say telepathy. The telepathy you share cannot be ignored. Your words are slowly leaving imprints on their heart, and so that is the thing. You have to understand that their spilled milk one day will come to an end. All of that stuff, they'll soak up what it is that you gave them or told them, and therefore you turn around and you're just like, no, you need to clean that shit out. I gotta let this go because I'm very disappointed in myself and in you because I had to cut the cords. And that's what happens when you send strength and healing period to a person, place, thing, or situation. And so that is how I see that energy and going from there. So I'm going to pull from this tarot deck, which again is a deck reflecting as once you've gotten older, how does tarot look for you, or how does this energy look if you are in the Five of Swords energy with ego and you're old? Does that make sense? Or if you're in a situation to where you want to be the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands energy, yeah, you recognize your strengths at any age. If you want to be the Knight of Wands energy, which is, the Drake energy, yeah, and you change up the way you do things, Six of Cups energy, yeah. See, you start to know that you're the main topic in this movie, and that is how you give. This is nostalgia, this is love. You learn to love yourself, and also, yeah, this person will either still be with the same stuff, doing the same stuff, or they'll realize that, yeah, their toxic ways has gotten them to where they look crazy still doing the same shit that they did years ago, thinking that they're God's gift to green earth and that they can wear the same thing that they wore back in the day, Hierophant, yeah. So their belief system, again, yours was changing, but their belief system has to change, or they're going to be old and waiting, to feed their cat. And that's just how you see it. But look at the difference between you and them. They're still at the old shit, and now they need somebody to take care of them, and they have their staff and all these things. They need somebody to take care of them, and here it is. You have good memories of these situations, and they're holding on to their boundaries. So here it is, not their boundaries. Their what is it? Their wants and their needs. So here it is. It's all organized with standards, what their standards are, the schedule, the policies, and how they want things. And here it is. They still are holding on to that down the line and holding on to that rock star life. And the only people they had the key over there, but the only people they have to listen and watch them is an old dirty rat and a cat. Just saying. So that is how things happen. And you're saving for investments, retirement, and taking care of your kids and the Eight of Swords by you walking away. So everything is not always going to be perfect. It's just the thing that you have to understand where your limits are and what you want to do moving forward, because you are the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles can sometimes deal with the King of Pentacles, or somebody who seems like they have it together, but in actuality, their belief system will keep them like this as they get older, when you will start to love your past in the movie. So this is a film. This is like the old school film, the movie film. And so you're paying attention to your past and loving yourself at that same time when you've grown gracefully, and they're old and look like, what's his name? Rest in peace. The Playboy bunny guy, Hugh Hefner. So that's how things happen. And so sometimes it just doesn't work out, and then you might run into them again and you look, decent. And this is all about why you set your boundaries. And they look old and still are holding on to the same old outfits that they used to wear and the same old mentality that they used to have, thinking that they're still young. Yeah, be impeccable with your words. Create a beautiful dream. Create a beautiful dream. Your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. Impeccability of your word only creates beauty, love, and heaven on earth. And so you're going to say what you want and mean what you say. When you say this rejection, you're going to say exactly why you've decided to reject this situation. And, it may hurt, but that is why you feel the way you feel. And that's that. So it's not always white picket fences, and it doesn't always work. Things don't always work out the way you want. But that's learning to be impeccable with your words, to trust in your intuition, and to know what your belief system is, to have your own belief system, and also be able to send strength and healing, period, to this person. So the Angelite crystal deals with the throat chakra, your ability to communicate, to express yourself, and to trust in what you're communicating with. The third eye chakra is your intuition, your perception, and your understanding. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. However, sometimes you just have to do a little bit more explaining to say exactly, when you say this Dear John letter, you're going to explain exactly why, because you're setting boundaries, and you have to set them because, again, this person isn't on the same page as you, and they want something that's totally different from where you are. And so that is where the impeccability of your words come in at. You have to understand that this person, place, thing, or situation is here to teach you a lesson that sometimes it might be hurtful, but that's just that. And that's you changing your belief system to understand that your wisdom, your selflessness, and your spirituality cannot be changed based upon somebody's conflict or the energies that they give to you. And so they'll regret it down the line, but it's up to you to realize what it is that you need to do. So communication, higher self, and intuition, the Angelite. It says, I am in touch with the universe. And as long as you trust in the universe, then everything will be the way it needs to be within divine timing. And so the Emerald, it's the heart chakra. The ability, again, to love, to be harmonious, and to forgive. Maybe they drive a fast car, if you heard that. And that's prosperity, healing, and hope. The bottom of it says, I focus on prosperity and the universe provides abundance. I focus on prosperity and the universe provides abundance. So again, let's go ahead and let this old energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or situation. I love you guys. Goodbye.